So I thought I'd do another video, albeit I ain't been out on the bike at all. Even since I uploaded the last one. I thought I'd do one on it. I suppose there's a few little bits on it since, since a while ago now, but I don't know. Like I sort of said in that last video, such GoPro issues, and I've always got something better to spend my money on than a new GoPro. I kind of just thought, well, yeah, and case in point would be a new phone, hence, and that's a funny story. So this is my other phone, or my old phone, which you can probably see it a bit better now. There's a camera on this thing there. So it was a pretty good hit, as you can see, right through to whatever copper that is there. But yeah, I mean it's been through the wars anyway. But yeah, I properly did it yesterday, so I was being a bit of a fatty and thought I'd get some relish out of the cupboard. And as I opened the cupboard, it was so happy to see me, it literally just dropped out. And I was watching a phone like on my kitchen counter like this, just like that, and it just fell straight and obviously hit. I didn't realise it hit at first. It just bounced onto the floor real quick. Come back up and the video was playing with this big white bar, and I was like, oh my god. So yeah, and like the screen just don't react at all. It's completely fucked. So I had to go get a new phone. So I went and got this 13 Pro, which has got this really sweet camera. And this ain't an iPhone review, I'll get past this in a sec, but the nice thing with this is I can actually record really easy in my sort of man cave, because it's got this like wide angle thing. So if I don't know if it'll let me change while I'm in the video. So if I do, oh there you go, this would be what I'd be recording on if I had my 10S, and it's just a bit cramped, you can't see everything. So like this, you can actually see stuff really easy, and it feels a bit more airy. So what was I going to get onto? Right, yeah, so I was in the middle of actually refitting my Triumph badges, because I've decided to spray them black. And this does warp them and makes them look really pissed, which is why I had to double check it then. But yeah, I'm quite happy with them. They've come out really good actually. And nothing more than a can of Halford's Matte Black, the standard. So yeah, just anybody interested in doing this. So I think Triumph actually sell these for like, I don't know, works out like 90 quid for both badges in black. And the thing I like about the ones that come on this speed is they're actually textured, as you might be able to sort of see. So yeah, they're like textured and stick out. They're not like a decal. So I really did want to try and keep these ones. So yeah, I basically popped them off, sprayed them up, and yeah, done a few layers. That was like the last layer on there. Don't worry, it went one. But just stuck them back on. I think sticking them back on has been the hardest bit, if I'm honest. So they peel off dead easy, like, and because the paint gets sunburnt on the tank, you're kind of all right, to be honest with you. Like, you'll be easy to get them back where they were. So that's easy enough. But the hard bit is getting them back on and it not being an absolute mess. So this stuff, focus, there we go. So I was looking at just loads of videos on how to reattach a car badge. This seems to be the best stuff. So it's called Black Super Weather Adhesive. Now, word of warning, if you do this stuff is really, it can be a bit fiddly at first to work with. So it kind of like when you dab it on something, I'll show you quick actually. I'll just do it on this box quick. So you sort of see that it's quite gloopy. Come on, out you come. And as you can probably see, a little bit stringy bits come off. Oh, fucking hell. There we go, right. So tiniest bit there, yeah? Look how much it strings. But that's effectively what you need to do around the badge. So if you're doing like the T, that's way too much. But like kind of like string it around the back of the badge. So I'm just going to put the cap on it before it all goes off. So just use tiny amounts, because when I first attempted it, I started on the T, and it literally just splodged all out the side of it. I had to like wipe it well quick for fear of it breaking. But yeah, I've still got to do that side. I was just kind of waiting to see if, well, I suppose this has been drying for a while now. Let's see if it actually, oh, there's a bit of wiggle there. Maybe it's not fully tacked yet. I mean, it's not moving easy, so I'll leave that. Yeah, we'll leave it for the minute. I don't want to do the other side until I know this side's good. Once I know this side's solid and it will not move, I'll attempt the other side. I'm going to leave it until that side's perfect. So yeah, I suppose in terms of the speed, I mean, I've just been carbon fibering the shit out of it, if I'm honest. So let's just undo the seat actually, because it's, well, before I do that, so as you've seen probably if you follow me on Instagram or not, so got the battery cover one, which I was desperate to get because I've always liked the look of that, so I was well happy when that came. And ages ago I got the so I'll chuck the phone down there, got the exhaust heat guard one down there, which is very nice. So I got that one first, then I got the battery cover. It obviously comes with the hugger and the infill panels here, which are kind of covered by the oops, I'm thumbing away finger, stom grips. Then went for the heel guards, which are really nice. I'll tell you what, I'll show you that side, it's a little bit better. They're really nice, but the only shit thing is they're going to get scuffed to fuck. So I reckon they're just going to be a bit of a pain in the arse, to be honest. And then the one thing I've always wanted to do is the seat panels. So I've always wanted like the rear end to be carbon. Don't know why, I just think it'd look good. And it doesn't disappoint, although it probably looks really shit as we stand here. But that's because I've just put the seat back on for the sake of it not looking completely awful. And I'll show you why, if you will allow me to take this off. So obviously not like that. Let me put that on here. So what do I do with the seat cowl? So if I put this seat cowl on, which I am waiting for one to turn up in carbon, leaving it like that looks fucking awful. It looks so Barry Boy. I mean, if you like it, you like it, but that's just not for me, that isn't. That looks horrid like that. So I'm just waiting for the other one to turn up. So I'm just cooking to death in here because the heater's on. So yeah, so this seat cowl, I've ordered one. It's coming from the States, which is a real shame actually, because I've pretty much got, well, I have got everything from CarbonFBR.com, which he's like UK based, sound as well, just a real nice guy. Oh, I've got the carbon hugger as well. So yeah, I've had that, the seat panels, the exhaust heat shield, obviously that, heel guards. I'll just take my keys and my plethora of lock keys off. Yeah, I've had all that from him, but when I asked him about the seat cowl and I looked on the website, the only one they had was without this rubber pad. And for me, the rubber pad is like, I mean, you can see it's pretty worn as it is because my fat ass rubs against it. Like you can even see that sort of top bit there is kind of worn. Nothing too bad, but you can tell it gets the traffic on it. So I didn't want one that couldn't take that. Now, the one he did was purely like a kind of, it was quite shapeless, and obviously without that, and it didn't have these kind of bits in it. So I was a bit like, oh, it's not the look I'm looking for, and as much as I've loved all his other stuff, I don't want to compromise on the finish or the aesthetic I'm going for at the same time, and sort of the functionality of having that rubber pad there. So I've ordered one from the States that is a carbon copy of this, literally in every sense of the word. Has the, you know, the sort of moulding lines there that it can, and it can accept this, like it's actually moulded underneath, similar to all that. So it moulded exactly the same. You just got to pull this off, which I'm sure will be fun. And then stick on the new one, and I've gone for the same plain weave with, you know, gloss, lacquer, whatever. So it should just click in with any luck. But yeah, unfortunately that CarbonFBR don't do that, but I would highly recommend them for anything else, because their stuff turns up, and I kid you not, it is just like, it is unbelievably well made. Yeah, really, really nice stuff. And obviously the customer service is sound, helps her in the UK, etc, etc. So I think the next thing for the bike, really, apart from, I really need to do something about this, because it looks shite. Like, it's actually quite sort of dirty, as you can see that. And I bought it with that paint chip, but yeah, it's quite, I mean, you can clean it up, but I kind of want this rim in black. I might try it in matte black. I don't know if it's going to look any good against the gloss, you never know. Worth a shot though. But next big thing for the Speed really is going to be, I suppose, a remap. So it's a little bit difficult, really. I don't really know much about remapping. I know enough, like the basics, but I don't know any specialists. I don't know, well, any specialists down Hampshire way anyway, which is where I am. I did go to Steve Jordan Motorcycles to set this bike up for the suspension once upon a time. But again, I don't really know what they can do. I have seen something called Hilltop Motorcycles by Hinckley, so Midlands. But as much as I want to use them, I've seen a lot of mixed reviews. People saying that their remaps do nothing. Man, all that jazz. Like, so many sort of mixes, like some big YouTube fucking conspiracy or something. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a bit, it all seemed too good to be true, which normally means it is. But you can actually post the ECU in, they put a map on it and send it back, and I'm like, man, I can't be sending my ECU away, spending 400 quid and it coming back and it not doing anything. I'll go up the wall, and then obviously you're just in a battle to try and get your money back or whatever. So that's put me off a little bit. I did look at that, is it JHS Motorcycles, one that 44 Teeth work with a lot. They're just miles away. They're like 2 hours away from me, or more than that. So it's just a bit unrealistic, really, to do that kind of journey, to get it mapped, to come back. I mean, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if anybody knows any Triumph specialists or have had one of these mapped before. It seems like the general consensus on forums that you get about 15 horsepower, and that 70 foot-pound of torque kind of starts right from, I don't know, like 2,000 or 3,000 revs, and it literally just carries on all the way around. So it's well worth doing, especially 15 horsepower. That make quite a big difference. But yeah, especially where, like, the bikes, I don't know, I wouldn't, heavily modded's probably not the right word, but, you know, with all the weight it's not got now, and like the wheels, obviously, this thing goes like fucking stink anyway off the line. Like, and to 100, I'd yet to have anything beat me to 100. I'm not saying that's because it is the fastest bike in the world, but out of like the R1s and everything I've come up against, like, nothing seems to get me from low down to 100. It will literally get in front of them and then lose all of its puff by 120. Obviously on track. So yeah, I mean, if anybody knows anything, then do pop it in the old comments. But I suppose that I need to find another GoPro as well, because the my one's a bit shite really, and I'm kind of torn between getting like a 360 GoPro and then doing like a big stick off the back and kind of getting like a sweet riding view, if you like. I'll see if I can cut something in for what I'm sort of talking about, because people seem to quite enjoy when I go on twisty roads and stuff. So I thought, well, what could be better than putting the GoPro really far back and having it almost like a computer game. I think I'd really enjoy that as well, like editing. So there's that side. So yeah, if anybody's selling a GoPro 360 for dirt cheap, or like a Hero 8 or something, then let me know, because I'll be very interested. Probably better finding me on Instagram or something, because I don't really know how YouTube messaging works, or even if it works, or if I can do it on my phone. I ain't got a clue. Yeah, the Bonnie, I've actually used that more since, well, I haven't used this really at all since I put the heel guards on, which is easily, oh man, when was that? Like October, start of October, end of September. So I actually opted to jump on the Bonnie and just sort of smoke that up the road. And that's the missus bike. So that thing's just, it's just easy life. I jump on it, and where it was quite mild, you know, if I wanted to run uptown quick, I'd just, oh man, just gloves, helmet, obviously, just put some jeans and a hoodie on, whack my bag on, and off I go. Like, it's just an easy bike to live with. But a few people sort of asked me to do a vlog on, well, I say vlog or whatever, I just hate using that word, but a video on the Bonnie. I'll probably do one soon. I'll jump on it and just show where it differed from where I bought it, because it was super granddad spec. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, other than that, not really much more to say, although notice how like the man cave side is quite nice. It's very bike focused, and then this is the full of shit make it all fit side. Man, oh actually got a new Krieger R25, which at GeoTour, who's just a lad called George, like, know from Instagram. Not saying no, like occasionally chat to on Instagram, followed him for a while. He kind of finds sort of second-hand bike gear, like, but in clearly good nick, because that is like brand new. It's barely been touched, sort of thing. It's like there ain't a mark on it. It is in very, very good condition. Whereas my one's like, this thing's seen probably 70,000 miles, 80,000 miles on bikes, and that's from, and it is just, I mean, you've only got to look at the colour difference of that back bit to see that it's really quite worn, and that's after washing it as well. It just won't get any cleaner. Yeah, I mean, it's been burnt against like the exhaust there when I rode to Portugal, so that got all melted. I think there's actually a hole in it somewhere in the actual bottom of it, but you know what, it's done me good. Well worth the sort of 130 quid, but he managed to get that for 90 quid. It's pretty much brand new, so yeah, well happy. Maybe have a look at what he's got knocking around if you do find yourself looking for parts. Yeah, funny story with that tyre. I'll tell that one another time, as long as I don't ask for it back. But I guess other than that, I'll catch you in the next one. Just a shite little update video. So yeah, see you soon.